going on, y'all? It's your boy Snooty Stu. We back at it with another episode of FOOL Radio. Today we got LUXZ from Doomies. That threw me off. So I'm a tourist out here, man. So give me the how far is Doomies and Little Rock? Give us like how it look like on the map.
Man, it's more like Southeast Delta area.
Okay.
You know, if you know Arkansas, most likely you know Pine Bluff. You know, so that's probably like 40 minutes from Pine Bluff. Okay. So I mean, ideally it may be an hour, 15 minutes for most people. Maybe 50 or 45 minutes for others. You know what I mean? Right. It depends on how you driving though.
So what made you want to do that transition from Doomies to Little Rock? Because Doomies is more country, right? From what I heard.
Yeah. It's definitely country, man. It's like a little spot in the road, like you could drive straight through it, not even miss anything.
Pass on by.
Yeah. Okay. It's like 4,000 people, but man, me coming down here was want to be like in more central Arkansas where I could meet, like-minded people like yourself. I didn't know that I was into art when I was younger, and then once I graduated, being around there with nothing to do, I was taking care of my grandma, and I was just trying to find some kind of outlet. I was just frustrated a lot, because I couldn't, like think big or do what I wanted to do. And so I moved to Conway because UCA, like being a, central Arkansas around, something that's growing, a lot of younger people coming in, different cultures, different perspectives, points of views. And I also want to be closer to Little Rock, but not knowing enough about Little Rock to move out here. And Conway just seemed like, that's where some of my friends was going. So I kind of went out there and with them, and everything was, pretty cool after that. Okay, so that's interesting. So you spend time in Conway and Little Rock. What's the difference for the people that don't know? I don't know how to explain it. Conway is like, I want to say Conway is on the. It's almost the same as, like, not the same as Little Rock, but Conway is one of them places where you don't know how much is going on unless you peel back the surface, but on the front end, everything looks put together, everything looks safe. You know what I mean?
So you saying Conway's worse than Little Rock?
Nah, not at all, man. Not at all. I'm just saying, as far as, Little Rock wear everything on his sleeve. Right. That's one thing I do like about Little Rock. Right. Like, people from Little Rock, man, they proud, they bold, everything about it. And Conway is not so much. Everybody try to... Yeah. Everybody try to, like, kind of hide, certain things, and like I say, it's underneath the surface if you look hard enough, for sure.
Okay. So yeah, you're all over the place as an artist. We're gonna dive into it as this conversation goes. So what was the first avenue of art that caught your attention that, okay, this is for me?
Honestly, man, if I could, technically it was just writing, because I remember I was in 5th grade.
You was writing songs?
Yeah.
Scripts? What was you doing?
It was songs. It was I didn't know they were songs. I was just writing, trying to get my thoughts out. So I'll just call them like poems or little journal entries or something. But I remember freestyling it one day for some people, and everybody was like, "Oh, that's cool." Like, it kind of created a little buzz within our circle, right? Because everybody was coming to school knowing that they were trying to rap, and I was just like, "Let me find something." And I was like, I got this, right. And but I didn't really move off of that because I wasn't really, confident enough in myself in a way, just based off how I grew up. I was like, real quiet.
Well, where did the confidence come from? I heard your album. We're going to get into it, like I said. So you went from just writing poems to...
It was actually art that brought me out of it. Like, music really brought me out of it, because, like, officially, like, I had actually got into, I had ended up getting the camera and stuff because I wanted to be a producer at first. I'm like, man, it's a lot of people rapping, but nobody actually... producing the beats. Everybody just rapping on YouTube beats out loud. Right. I tried. I'm like, keep it short and simple. I tried producing. The beats suck, all of them.
So, well, you get better with anything at time. You didn't feel like putting no more time into it.
Yeah, it was one of them things where I was like, I knew that I wasn't gifted with the ear. Okay. Like, it's because some people just got it, and then some people, have to work way harder at it. You know what I mean? And so I spent a lot of time, me and my grandma, we watched like a lot of movies. She had the VCR. She didn't used to let me go outside like that. And we used to just watch like old VCR tapes, you know what I mean? So I was watching those and I was like, man, these look pretty cool. And that prompted me to get a camera. Okay. And when I got a camera, it was like, to me at the time, still to this day, was like the best thing ever, you know, like, cause it felt like so much power, you know what I mean? Like I said, I was in the literature and everything and books and stuff too. So the first picture I took was of the sun, and it felt like Prometheus.
Okay.
You know, the one who stole the sun, stole fire from the sun, and you know, got cursed or whatever. But that's kind of how it felt, because I took a picture of the sun and I was like, dang, it's tight, and I want to show my grandma.
Right.
And that's pretty much how I got into that.
Okay. Well, and then what made you want to start the media company since you started, you know, talking about the camera stuff? Satisfactory Media?
Yeah.
I told you I did my research.
Yeah, that's dope, man. It's pretty much the same.
So what made you want to start the media company?
It's the same idea as I had, you know, with the production. You know, I still saw it as me being able to help other people, you know, like as far as photography, like Dumas was one of them places where, you know, I was like a fly on the wall, you know, like I could move around and do whatever, and people may never even see that I'm there, you know, like unless it's, you know, I wanted to be seen or wanted to interact, you know. But what I was noticing was like a lot of people didn't smile, you know what I mean? Like it was like everybody was wearing like, you know, I mean they still do it, but they was wearing like this facade, you know, trying to be, you know, some, you know what I mean, and trying to be harder than the next person, because they're, you know, I think all that is based in fear, you know what I'm saying? Somebody seeing the real you. So I knew that, you know, the camera brought like a certain vulnerability out of people.
It does. Yeah. And I feel like that's why a lot of people shy away from it.
Yeah, on me. That's really what it is, though. And I wasn't even a photogenic person myself. Like, I think at the time, me actually getting the camera, I could count like on two hands how many pictures that I actually had. You know? So it was kind of ironic, and the fact that I need to wear glasses. So you know, having an eye for that is all like, it's funny. You know, God write things up.
Yeah,
you know, he's like the best script writer from what I heard.
I've seen your work, your photos, the videos. What you like doing more? The videos, the photos?
It kind of changes every now and then.
Yeah.
Like I had kind of dialed back from videos and stuff, really, so I can learn more of the craft. You know, I was seeing that it was stuff that I was lacking, you know, stuff that I could, you know, do better in. And even with the photos, like I kind of slowed down with that. Like, I mean, on my page, I haven't updated my most previous work, but like these last few months, I've just been going, you know, crazier. I got, you know, a few new items of equipment, you know, and I've been able to.
What you working with?
Like as far as the camera? Yeah. Okay. The camera, I got a Sony. I got an Alpha.
Okay.
And I was working at the movie theater and seeing that they had shot a movie on them with an Alpha. You know, you watch the credits long enough, they'll tell you.
Yeah.
And so I saw that, and I had got this Alpha, and then I was doing a few little more research. I got like some softbox lights and stuff like that. I don't have any like strobe lights right now, but I got the softbox lights. I got like the reflector, you know, for the photos and stuff like that. And you know, I'm just working on building everything up to be more versatile, like getting like a stabilizer, you know, a C-stand, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? So
I feel you.
I'm just trying to
that stuff add up quick.
Yeah, on me. So I'm just trying to be better, get better for the people that I'm trying to help. You know, like really, because it's trying to bring exposure to other artists who, you know, may not be able to, you know, may not have those resources, and I would love to be a resource for anybody trying to get.
I definitely see it for you, man. Doing dope stuff. The Larry Holmes music video, when I was doing my research, that was the first one that popped up. I thought it was dope, man. The message and all that, you know, like I like all type of music, but like you really don't hear songs like that with a message and it's still cool, quote unquote. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't sound forced like it sounds like.
Yeah. Nah, I appreciate that, man, for sure. Yeah, I really do appreciate that, because like that's the style of music I was doing when I first, like, you know, when I first learned to actually write songs. I had somebody really sit me down and we just did that for like 2 weeks.
I can tell, because Larry Holmes compared to your album is like totally different sound.
Yeah, I like
totally different artist.
Yeah.
So what makes you want to do that for the Vanity Affair album?
Dang, that's nice, man. You dope.
Come on, man.
So when I would write songs like Larry Holmes and stuff like that, it was nice for people to get like oohs and ahs, you know what I mean?
Right.
But what I started to realize was that, okay, I like rap, but I like things that, you know, could be infectious. You know, like when I walk around the house, I may not be singing a song like Larry Holmes. I might be singing Usher, Let It Burn, or
I mean, every song has a time and a place, you know?
Yeah, for sure. But that's really what it was, though. I was like, man, I want to be able to, you know, make things that were like I wanted to make more music, you know, like composition. I wanted to take the lyricism that I can use from this Larry Home type tracks and add it around a nice hook, you know, and put some lyrics over there that sing that's, you know, kind of stand the test of time.
Test of time, yeah. Like Ghost, I like that one. That's very relatable to my life, you know. That's how the women do me too. So,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I can feel that one.
Yeah, everybody like Ghost, man.
It's nice, bro.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Work on the visual for that. I feel like, you know, get more traction behind it.
Yeah, and that's I think that's been my main like problem. Like I shot Larry Holmes because I was like, this.
Because you direct your own stuff, right?
Yeah, or at least I do my best to, you know, because I had actually just got done performing up here. It was like I made it home. It was like 2 something.
Right.
And I just hit my homeboy up, and he was staying at some hotel at the time because he was just in town.
Right.
And I was just like, hey man, like I was just feeling. I was like, hey man, come hold this camera and shoot this for me. So we jumping on top of the hotel, and yeah, it was dope. Yeah. You know, but for the songs that's on Vanity Affair, I'm like, okay, they got to be a little more like cinematic. I got to be more like storyboarding and you know, so
put more time into it. Yeah, for sure.
And so it's hard to do that like
by yourself.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and I just didn't have like too many people around. Like honestly, it's like a trust thing. I'm like, dang, I don't know if they'll see it the way I kind of see it. You know what I mean? Like
I feel you on that. That's why a lot of times I take the reins, you know, because I can blame myself. It don't come out how I want to, but I can't blame anybody else. You know what I'm saying? So some projects I'll just be like, nah, I got it.
Yeah.
But also, you know, when you want to do bigger things, like you just gotta know it's gonna take more people.
Nah, for real. That's what it is. I just don't have, you know, that person.
That takes time though. But when that click,
on me,
ain't no looking back.
Yeah, I'm definitely waiting for me.
Ain't no looking back. So acting, how did that come about? I saw you was in a movie Beantown.
Dang, yeah.
How'd that come about?
It was man, like them was definitely forged a few diamonds. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And one of those diamonds are one of my, you know, guys I went to school with. His name Spike G.
Okay.
And so he, you know, wanted to be a director growing up. Like I mean, that was he also do music, and that's what everybody knew him as. You know, he'll be the guy on his phone making beats.
Okay.
He was in the band, and then he went to school for filming. And you know, I guess my interest in just acting was like since I was young. Like all these things I'm doing now, I used to be around my grandma's house just playing and daydreaming. Like I'll see certain movies on the TV and I'll go in the back and, you know, act them out. So that was my first movie, and it was dope. It was a great experience. I could definitely see myself, you know, doing it, you know, more. But after I got done with it, I didn't know how much stress and how much, you know, it'll put on my body, and I was like, oh my God, bro, I'm tired. Like
holding that character.
Yeah, like holding the character, and then, you know, my whole situation wasn't just set up the right, like for my, like, you know, my like I was shooting in Pine Bluff, we shooting in Little Rock, so I'm coming from Conway on days and just moving. And at the time, like I say, I didn't have my car had actually got messed up, so I was, you know, getting a ride from people and, you know, having them take me here and there. So I couldn't move how I wanted to, and, you know, it just tired me out a little bit. But I think everything worked out, you know, and I was nervous shooting it, but ever since then I actually been, you know, working on, you know, my, like,
you see another role coming up for yourself, or you taking a break? Okay.
Yeah, I took a break all year trying to get like my mental and stuff right, and we had just got done with the movie. Around the same time Vanity Affair released, and I had did that whole project, like as far as packaging and everything, like stuff myself.
It showed you took the time.
Yeah, it was.
I thought there was some visuals off of it, but after what you said,
yeah, I wish it was.
And like, sometimes
I still want to do it. I still want to do them because I feel like as an emerging artist, like the window for your marketing is bigger than it is for other artists. Like other artists like Drake, he can. If he don't drop a video, they'll be like, why he dropped this so late?
But, right.
You know, I haven't been able to expose my music to enough people, so it really ain't gonna matter. You know what I mean? So I still got a vast amount of, you know, people that it can reach. So I'll still be looking forward to it.
If it's done right, then it's worth the wait.
Yeah, for sure.
So, so between being a music artist, director, and acting, like, that's 3 roles. That's 3 heavy roles. Like, what do you like the most about each, and what do you like the least about each?
I'm gonna start with acting. I think what I like the most what I like the most about it is also what I like the least about it. It's a double-edged sword.
Mm-hmm.
It's being able to, fit yourself into a position that, or a role, or even just get yourself into another perspective, and like actually be able to bask in it. Like you can be something else for a while.
Right.
You know what I mean? But also the pressure of doing that, as far as wanting it to translate, well, it's tough mentally, you know what I mean?
Right.
But I think that's something that I can see myself like, like that's why I said I took a little time off, because I was like, I know I to do this back to back,
Right.
and not just do like regular roles like where I could just come in and be myself, but I want to do like things where I might not have seen myself
outside of yourself.
Yeah, so I know that'll take a lot of like mental strength, mental endurance, because like, and then like there's separation. You know what I mean?
Right.
And as far as like the like camera or the media,
Right.
that was one of like, I don't know how to explain what I love about it. Like I think I just love the fact that like being able to see certain things that not that other people can't see, but being able to see things that you didn't know was there yourself.
Right.
Like you never knew like certain angles would be more pleasant or refreshing, in this way or that way, and then being able to do whatever you want to do, as far as perception goes. And then the thing I won't say dislike about it, but I'll say the most tedious thing about it is the planning, and being precise, because if you shooting a video or something, and like, I mean, I can go into an example as far as like, let's say if I'm trying to,
Go ahead, example. Go ahead, put it out.
Yeah, like if I'm trying to, put like I'm gonna just say two of me in a room together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you gotta be like, let's say if I'm shooting it and somebody closed the door too hard and the camera shake on one of the scenes.
Boy.
You take that back to post and you like, bro, what the freak?
Yeah, what happened?
Yeah. And just being precise, man, and I just learned that you kind of got to see it before you do it too. If you can,
it's gonna save you a lot of time.
Yeah, the more notes and stuff like that you can take, the more things you can prepare for. The better.
It's not as easy as it look, y'all. Man, that's why the people that do it well get praised.
Man, for real, for real. Like, he ain't lying. And music, man, I think expression, is the greatest thing I love about it, because, like I say, that's what gave me my confidence. Like, I grew up just, like not shy because like something happened. Well, I guess like the thing was like I just used to get in like trouble for, I won't say being smarter than I was, but or smarter than I was supposed to, but having a certain awareness that other kids didn't have at that time.
Right. And
you ask certain questions and they like, boy, shut up, and you know what I mean? Like,
being the smartest one in the room.
I don't want to say it like that, but
I
like,
mean, it is what it is.
Just being aware, it's like adults don't like certain things, and like I ain't gonna say certain things, but they don't, they expect kids to be kids. So I just wasn't like that growing up, you know what I mean? So I just was like, man, I'm just gonna be quiet and just chill,
not do nothing.
Yeah, and so that kind of weighed on my personality, because I'm not usually like, I didn't think of myself as a quiet kid growing up, so, but that kind of forced me in a box. I think somebody phrase said, making your personality digestible for somebody else.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So you was being quiet so you wouldn't get bothered.
Yeah, basically. And so when I started like actually being able to write music and not only speak my truth, but be able to speak a certain truth that, like, if you talking about somebody, you know what I mean, you don't want to just make it one side.
Right.
Like your pen need to be true. But being able to just tell a truth, or a perspective, that was like what I want to say, like it was just it was just a moment where I could actually be like, okay, like I can did this, you know what I'm saying? And it helped me out a lot, like just like on growth and stuff like that. But the thing I dislike about it would be, I don't know, it don't got nothing to do with necessarily music, but I'll say the outside, like how easily it could be to be influenced by the fluctuating taste of the people that you're trying to market to. You know what I mean? Or, give music to. Like it's I think that's the downside of it, but you can't control that.
Right.
Like what people like and dislike and stuff like that, you can't control it. But I start realizing like it's like 7 billion people in the world. I don't know how many people, probably 8 billion, but I don't know how many people it is that love hip hop and music that, about our culture. But like, man, there's so many people in the world. Like you can, or like Arkansas won't even, you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you can get Ohio, you can get Washington. You know what I'm saying? Like if they don't feel you here, they'll feel you somewhere.
They're gonna feel you somewhere because there's music for everybody.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
And how much fans do you really need?
You said how many fans?
Yeah.
I don't know how many I need. Like I would like to make a living off of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't think you need like a crazy amount, but man, like I think
No, you need an amount for sure, but like you don't need everybody.
Yeah,
all I'm
I think, yeah, you're right though. Like I think ideally having like I'm just a number that would be amazing to me. At least is just like I say, man, 10,000, 50,000.
Yeah.
Like avid supporters.
Yeah.
Not just fans but supporters. Like, bro, that'll get you.
And that's very attainable too. That's not a wild, like
On me,
that's not wild.
Yeah, for real. That's just how I see it. Like it's like just imagine like you got merch and all these different things going on.
Yeah, between you doing shows, you selling merch, everything, features, however it's coming.
Yeah, and I like to say I'm a pretty ambitious guy, but I'm also realistic. You know what I mean? So if something ain't going right, I'll kind of let me come back, me kind of calculate it out and figure out what I need.
That's called being smart. It's called being smart. You don't want to crash out.
Yeah, for sure.
So take logical risks.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Like so that's pretty much like I'll say like the pros and cons of each one that I've seen so far. I want to say.
You see another avenue you thinking about dipping into, or are you cool with what you're doing?
Man, I think about different stuff often. I can't draw. Like I tried a lot of times.
You can learn.
I got this thing at home where I've been saying I'm gonna do it, but like actually, like as far as just like outside, like I mean, acting is one thing, but
yeah,
I would like to. Like I actually went to school for like script writing and directing and stuff like that. Well, not directing per se. I mean, it was like cinematography, but they taught a lot of script writing, so that's what I actually went to school.
They go hand in hand.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So. But I think it's a big responsibility, you know what I mean? But I think in the future I would like to, maybe write some scripts and, direct a few films, you know what I mean? I think that'll be dope. But yeah, that's just like a different art medium,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's probably the most, that's probably the thing I can do probably like, the quickest out of everything else.
Yeah. I can see you doing it well, man. Just keep your head on right. Keep going that right direction, man.
Appreciate it.
I like what you're doing, man, a lot, man. I'm going to need that feature, man. How much you going to whack me for it, though?
Nah, we good. I mean, like, I'm here. You know what I mean? Like, to be honest, this is my first interview, like officially.
Okay.
And it's something I actually was praying for because I was like, man, I got to be able to get in front of more people. Like, I don't know too many people I know people in Little Rock, but it'd be like here and there. You know what I mean?
And when it comes to the interviews, it's a good to have just a different perspective on you because self-promotion is good, but you need other people to talk about you.
Yeah, for sure, man. That's
all part of the package.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've been, like I said, that's what I've been looking for. I need to just be able to get in front of more people. Like you said, be able to tell my story, get new perspectives on, the art that I'm putting out or, even some of the stories that I may tell through the art or just word of mouth.
That's what it's all about, man. I ain't gonna hold you up. I know you a busy man. Thanks for stopping by. Oh yeah, shameless plug. Make sure y'all get the new Foolsknow hat.
On me.
Link in bio. Foolsknow. LUXZ. We out. Foolsknow.